Hi, my name is Clayton Thomas. I'm a second-year Turkish student here at UNC. I'm a senior, majoring in history and political science, and today we're going to talk a little bit about Turkish. So I started learning Turkish about 3 years ago, started at Duke, and now we are lucky enough to have our own Turkish program here at UNC. And I think probably the main reason why people should study Turkish is the importance of Turkey and the importance of Turkish culture in world politics and in history. If you do linguistics, Turkish is very similar. There's a lot of Turkish vocabulary that comes from Arabic, so if you study Arabic, I would definitely give Turkish a try. I've been doing Arabic for 2 years now too, and it's really interesting to study the two languages at the same time. If you do any part of European history, European culture, European politics today, if you do Middle East, again, Turkey is central to all of these issues, and Turkish is a really important language to know if you want to go into any of these fields. And besides, Turkish really is not a very hard language. I know you think Turkish, you think it's going to be all weird and complicated. It really is not. And grammatically, it's fairly simple, and then also in terms of the alphabet. It's not like Arabic, you have to learn a new alphabet, all these different sounds. There are a couple extra letters, so that's what we're going to start off with today. The first kind of weird letter that we have in Turkish is this, Ç. This is C with a little line under it, and it just makes the sound ch, ch. So in Turkish, chocolate is çikolata. Çikolata. And also in Türkçe up here. We'll get to that letter in a little bit. The second kind of weird letter is one we have in English, but they say it differently, completely differently in Turkish. This letter we know as C. It makes the sound ka. In Turkish, this makes the sound j. It's a hard J sound. So the Turkish word for soul or spirit is this. So that's not can. In Turkish, that's can. Can. Then we get to the vowels. Kind of the weirdest vowel in Turkish, at least for me anyways, when I was learning, is this one. And so you might think that that's an I, but Turkish actually has two I's. This is the first one, and this is the second one. So one of them does not have a dot, the other one does. So the I with the dot sound is kind of the same as in English. It's a hard I sound like E. So a word that starts with E in Turkish. Oh, insan, yeah, the word for person. Se-a-ne, insan, hard I sound. This word is a little bit more complicated. This letter is a little bit more complicated. So the Turkish word for light is ılık.
Işık.
Işık. Işık. And both, so we have this letter twice now. It's ışık. So when you have the I, you kind of pronounce the I at the front of your teeth. I. When you have this letter, the you want to pronounce it far back in your throat. So it's ışık. Işık, not ishik. Işık. And insan. Then we have some more kind of weird vowels. O and U. So when I was learning Turkish, we called this O smiley face and U smiley face, because Turkish also has O without a smiley face and U without a smiley face. And these, again, it's kind of, think about it in the same way as where you put the sound. So these are you're going to pronounce in the front of your mouth. O and U, again, kind of like English, far back in your throat. So O makes the O sound. This makes the U sound. The word for sun in Turkish. We'll get to this letter in a little bit. Oğul. Oğul. So oğul. With these two letters, you pronounce the sound in the front of your mouth. So this is O. O becomes U. U becomes U. Pronounce it right behind your teeth. So we'll get to another fun letter here, and this is kind of a hard word, but definitely one you need to know in Turkish. So we're going to learn how to say "see you later." It has a lot of these weird letters in it. All right. Now we need to give all these smiley faces. So this word is görüşürüz. Görüşürüz. When you're leaving somebody, you can say görüşürüz. That's, I'll see you later. Another kind of weird letter that we looked at right here, this is G smiley face. And G smiley face is also kind of a hard one. Just a normal G with a smiley face on top. And this is, it doesn't actually make a sound. What it does is it lengthens the verb that precedes it. So in this case, in oğul, it's not ogul, it's not oyul, it's oğul. Oğul. So that's kind of a letter that takes a little bit of getting used to in Turkish. And then we just have one more, which we can see right here. And so it's exactly like cha. This is sha. You can see this. Oops. The line under, and it just makes the sound sha. So görüşürüz, just like an sh. So now you can look at any Turkish sign, you can look at any book written in Turkish, you can look at subtitles written in Turkish, and you might not be able to understand all of it, but you can read and pronounce it. So that's the first step to learning Turkish. Thanks.